Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here with another Hearts of Iron 4 video. When we left off, we were staging either a coup or growing our political party in Iran. They are 45% fascist, which means either April 4th is going to come next year and the coup will fire, or they will just fire a civil war on their own and we are going to be quick to join. We have Fawd ibn Ishaq with 11 troops. They're fully planned, fully entrenched. They're fully equipped, however, they're filtering in that infantry equipment too that we are producing. Now we're producing 27... Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fall of Berlin. What in the world just happened? Wait. So Poland is fighting back and has taken Germany. Oh, I am glad. There goes Rome, which we knew Rome was going to fall. So the United Kingdom has Rome. France controls the northern part of Italy. Oh, the United Kingdom took names down here in Africa. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a big win for the Allies already. It doesn't even look like Germany's going to make it to 1941. They're fighting back here in the northern areas. But yeah, this does not look good for the Axis at all. Now, I think Japan joined the Axis, and they're holding their own, I guess, against China. But the Soviet Union is going to be the one that we are going to be, let's hopefully be friends with as we move through. Our big goal, what is China? China is non-aligned as well. So if we can grow our faction up through Iran, move through Afghanistan, we may be able to push through China here at this little bitty place, and then move to China. Seems like a legitimate strategy. In basic training, we have one group of mountain infantry. They have just infantry equipment 1 because our infantry equipment 2 has the highest priority, and they're going out to the fighters on the front line, which is fine. As far as resources are concerned, we only need 1 steel, but I'm not going to spend a factory to do that. Construction, we're making more military factories. The next one will be done in February. Then this one isn't being worked on at all. So our excess factories from constructing are building the one in Hejaz. Looking at our research, we are 40 now days away from improved infantry equipment 2 and our delay doctrine, which grants more organization for us, which is pivotal for staying in the fight. Our national focus is our fighter focus. We're going to try to work on improving our close air support, halfway to changing up our government a bit. However, we are trying to stage a coup and boost the ideology in Iran. So once this civil war kicks off, whenever that may be, our political power will increase tremendously. 167,000 men are ready, which is good for us. I think our 11 troops, there is our fighter focus. We need to move to, okay, so we do need aviation effort 2 to improve our close air support. We're granting more air experience. We get an air doctrine, which is good. And then we get an extra air base, which may be pivotal if, say, the Civil War kicks up north and another air base pops up in northern Baghdad, let's say. Perhaps in Mosul or whatnot, we can move to the north. And that's the big question mark that I have is where exactly will the battle lines be drawn in this civil war? Will the non-aligned group be on the western side? Will they be on the east? Will the country split in half north to south? So we move our front and move on the north or the south? Those are the question marks that I do not know. And we don't know, based on the province, are they leaning more towards fascism or are they staying non-aligned? So that's going to be the key there. 46% fascist. There is going to be a big push. Manchukuo has capitulated. Trotsky survives the assassination. Russia can't be happy about that, or the Soviet Union. Looking at Germany, I don't know if Germany is trying to push into Amsterdam here, or is that the Netherlands fighting back on the Reich. Not entirely sure. Okay, just getting a feel while we are waiting for this to kick off. Being non-aligned with any of the big powers, we can't just jump right in and join them. Would the United Kingdom accept us? No. Different ideology sets us back. We could probably join them if we were democratic. Oh, look at that. There's a British Union of Fascists. Could we join? Now Hitler wants us. The base reluctance, the German opinion is low. We kind of like Germany, but Germany don't like us because we abandoned them. And really, no, not a moment too soon, if you ask me. Sometimes preservation is staying out of the crap that will get us in trouble. We have 19 combat width here, and we don't have any other support companies we could add. Perhaps recon might not be a bad thing, and speak of the devil. Looks like we could either go with more defense, or perhaps we could research the recon company and get better movement through rivers, marshes, forests, hills, mountains. I think that could only help us. Let's get that recon company going. We should have enough support equipment, which it looks like we do, to support recon companies. We're massively ahead of time there. Mechanized one. We can improve our mountain infantry up. Soft attack and organization, since we're fighting with primarily mountain units, in fact entirely mountain units besides the artillery, then that can only help us out. But I'll save up that army experience there, and as soon as that recon company is done in about 177 days, we will we'll integrate those into our troops as well. Still working on our aviation effort. 4th of April for the coup, and 0.03 support for fascism in Iran. It's almost like this popularity is, slowing down a bit. I'm glad we're staging the coup, because if they don't automatically do it in the next couple months, then that will force them to fire. Alright, we don't have any divisions in basic training, so we can put out another division. They have their artillery, they have their field hospital, and their engineer company. That looks good. Let's just train up another one. They have everything that they so need, and they just need to be trained. So that's good. We'll set their location to Baghdad once more and assign them to that army, so they'll be ready to automatically deploy. The division is still preparing, and not everyone is in position. That's fine. I don't think They will be firing right now. And when they do, I don't even know if this is going to be our front line. Essentially, we will hope that our preparation bonus doesn't diminish too much when we reorganize. I like how Iran is like, hey, what are you doing, guys? Oh, well, we're just waiting. We want you to break in half there, buddy. Still 47%. How are things looking here in Europe? So the German Reich seems to be extending down into Hungary. A lot of fighting here. Italy is pretty much almost gone. They'll make their way down the boot, land in Sicily here, and that should be the end of Italy. Let's see. So there's a little bit of Italy up here. Yeah, Italy doesn't own much of anything. They're at 85% strength. So as soon as Palermo falls, I think Italy will fall as well. Sucks to be you, Italy. My main concern, I guess, would be the Soviet Union. Because Soviets are at odds with... Yeah, they're at odds with the Axis. Fighting the war. Which means... I don't think we want to get them on our bad side. How many men do they have? How many men do we think they have? Yeah, 145, divisions to 458 divisions to our 12. We would be steamrolled very quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, our aviation effort is done. We can work on our close air support effort, which can give us a research bonus to our next close air support fighter. Looking at that one. Our next close air support. Yeah, 182 days will take our 50% reduction, and that'll make it 90 days, or 82 days perhaps. Same as the fighter. If we don't... I'm trying to decide if we need fighters. How many airplanes do you have? 109 to 169, and we have... How many? 188. So yeah, we're pumping out that close air support. Good on you, boys. 190 fighters. Pretty sure we can establish that air superiority quickly over Iran. It just depends on if they have fighters or do they have close air support. Over here, they really don't have any anti-air guns. And maybe they haven't launched their planes yet. But yeah, we got 193 planes flying close air support missions in Iran. Just waiting for that to fire. Japan. You're trying to push up into Russia. Or the Soviet Union. I imagine they'll get annexed soon. Tanutava, they usually always do. Look at France. Yeah, Italy will lose this particular bit of land. They're going to lose everything in the boot. Who knows? Maybe when France takes Calabria, they'll fold. Hey, Nationalist Spain, who is you? Maybe you could join my faction. Neither they nor we are at war is like the one big thing. So if we join a war with Iran, we could at least get Nationalist Spain in our faction, and then we will also faction the supporting party here at 49%. We'll support them and get them into our faction, so we'll be okay, I think. Okay. So we have the Democratic, communist, fascist, and non-aligned. It makes me wonder if we make our... Oh, here... So they're part of the reorganized nationalist China. And Estonia, Latvia, Poland is that? Is that what faction you're in, Poland? Hungary has folded. Yeah, that's Poland's faction. It's the faction leader of the Medzimorze. I apologize if I botched that up. So they have formed their own faction. Very fascinating indeed. Still 2 months out with our improved mountain division. 30 days out for our close air support. Once we get that, we'll research. Well, we won't be able to research right away, but we'll get that reduction in close air support research. We're still making an excess of support equipment. Our close air support is 900 days away. In order to reach that 800, that's fine. I tell you, when you play a lower power, it's, you know, you can either join a faction and really start moving and shaking, but if you do it the conservative way, and Turkey's non-aligned, I guess we could work on helping Turkey see our way, and then we'll have enough troops to steamroll Afghanistan, so we can take that land for ourselves or make them a puppet. Not entirely sure what would be the best way to go for that. Gaining army experience and air experience. Now, do I make a variant of our close air support? Or do I make fighters? It takes the same amount. I think fighters may help. But if we do that, though, I want to research the improved fighters and get those being produced before a variant. We could definitely spend some of that air experience to improve the fighters. I'm just thinking, research this fighter and that close air support. When those are done, make the variants and then put those on the production line. Or one or the other. We could use that artillery research as well, which seems to be more practical. Although we will be in 1941, so we can do concentrated industry. A lot of things I want to do, and no research slots to do it. Looking at our national focus, our extra research slot won't come until we have infrastructure 2. That may be a good national focus to take. And speak of the devil, yeah. So that just requires more infrastructure, so we'll do that. We'll take more infrastructure, and then we will get that 3rd research slot going. Come on, Iran. You know you want to fire. 4th of April. Oh, come on now. Alright, so it looks like it's going to come down to a coup. It really does. Because they are fighting back this fascist popularity. Seems like with every tick. I guess what we could do then is... I'll wait and see if that ticks down. And if that starts ticking down, that means our subversive activities aren't strong enough. Either that or they had a national decision to change, and maybe that national decision kicked it down. But if we're staging a coup, although I think a civil war would be better, because then half the country would be split. If we stage a coup, I think it's only just from this one province, and I think we chose Kazakhstan, which means it's going to be just Kazakhstan versus the rest of Iran, which might not work well in their favor. Oh, another unit in base needs to be trained. We can do that. They have all the equipment they desire, which is good for us. They can start training. We're building up a nice sizable force, though. Now, did our general learn anything? Well, 33% Desert Fox and Mountaineer, but he is a skill 2, at least. We are gaining back on that party ideology. I think that's what it was, is he got that pop-up that said, what are we going to do about this? And it's they choose to either rebel or they choose to say, no, it belongs to the people, we need more time. All right, Mountain Infantry 2 is done. Our research is open. We are in 1941. We can get that production efficiency up, or we can produce the output. They're both 162 days, 20% output or 20% more efficiency. I think overall we need the output, because that output, if I change lines, let's say, if I just changed up a line, that 20% output would be automatically applied no matter what line we choose. The production cap they would have to work their way up to. So I think in the long term, the production efficient, or the efficiency will be better, not the cap. At least that's my thinking. We're still filled on equipment a bit. We are running at a plus. I'd like to stockpile some of these support units, because our recon company is done in a month, and I would like to get these guys all with recon companies, which may be a tall order, because a recon company, if we were to just, well, we don't have it researched, but what does a recon company add? Whoops, I'm all over the place. A recon company adds, they need 500 manpower a pop. They also need, do they not use support equipment? Am I blind? It reduces the hard attack a bit, and the defense, and the soft attack. We have better recon and organization, and it adds a bit of weight. It adds that 20 combat width. It adds some recovery rate as well, which is good. Adds 2 extra hit points. What kind of hit points are my troops running at right now? They're at 169 hit points, which is good. Come on, Iran. We're slowly going up. That coup is definitely going to be the deciding factor. And because we are fairly close to the coup, I'll stick with this episode, make it a bit longer, because I want to get some action going here. So what, did France just give up? Okay, I was gonna say, did France just give up on Italy? I mean, why? I mean, you're right here. You can push into Sicily and get rid of Italy. Pretend that they don't exist. Holy crap at France, though. All democratic. They only have 35 to 168. Their air power. Oh, at their air power. Plenty of ships as well. Come on. The coup's going to kick off at the start of practically next month. So next month, the coup is going to fire in Kazakhstan. So we've got most of our troops here. It may be a matter of just shortening up the, or changing the front line. Basically, if Kazakhstan joins us and we join them, that'll push our line, stay out to here. We just form up here and push in. This will remain the same. And then I just draw out a battle plan. Soviet Union has declared war on Poland. But now we can get that extra research slot. We're getting our feet up under us. So it looks like the big fight, and is the UK, because the UK is against Germany, Soviets are against Germany. All right, we have our recon company. We do have enough to go for that second field hospital, or we could, let's see, we have, yeah, that close air support ready to go. 82 days isn't going to be enough to get our close air support up. I'd like to do that though. Infantry, what do we got? We're behind the time there. No need of doing that. Oh, our artillery. That's what we were going to do. We need to make, because we do have artillery, we need to make our artillery as powerful as possible. Is Soviet Union angry at Turkey? It certainly looks like it. Hey Soviets, don't hate us, please. It definitely looks like you're steamrolling Turkey. We'll stay out of your hair if you stay out of ours. How about that? France is making no gains. Come on, Iran. April 4th. We can do this. I know we can. Poland is still pushing on Germany, but it looks like the Soviets are pushing in on Poland. What I think is going to happen is like an accordion effect. So Poland's going to push down here, and Soviet Union's going to push through here, and it's going to be like a moving picture. Poland's going to expand, and then Soviet Union's going to expand all the way to France. Soviets might be angry at the Allies. Who knows? Soviets, how do you feel about us? So we don't like them too well because of the anti-fascist diplomacy focus. But they have they don't really hate us. They're just sort of shrug when they hear our names. %43 fascists. I'm hoping that when the coup fires, 43% of the people, 43% of the armies will change to our side. That would be extremely helpful. I hope it's just not Kazakhstan. Like these two provinces here, or this province and these 4 zones, we're going to need a whole lot more of that to get a foothold here, I believe. Alright, the coup's almost fired. Coup is almost fired indeed. We can change our government. We could go the limited conscription to get more manpower out. We could do heavy aircraft, strategic bombers, naval bombers, heavy bombers, tactical bombers. Air research time would be nice. A tank designer, we don't have tanks. Oh, a ground support effort. Since we're about to engage in a ground war, I'm thinking a ground support effort would be good. I wonder if that falls in close air support. All right, here we go. The coup is about to fire. Go down to speed 1. Right when the coup fires, we'll have to organize and determine what exactly are we doing. There we go. Al-Muthanna Iraq succeeded to stage a coup of Iran. The fire of revolution now burns the new Persian Empire, declares on Iran. Who are these guys? These guys are the fascists. One more positive. I mean, why? I mean, we're here. How about we declare war? We need one more political power to justify. We have no war goal, so it looks like what we are going to have to do. Oh, I wasn't declared. I wasn't looking at this. We can't even move. It's my weapons that you're using, man. By sending them equipment. We can lend lease. So they have to be in storage. Do we lend lease them infantry equipment too? Do we lend lease them motorized? What to do? I figured they would. We must be in a faction to join members of that faction in wars. They have no faction. We can't create a faction they will not accept. Why not? They need one more positive. Alright. We need 10 political power. Which our political power is going up by 1.1 a day. In 10 days, why the base reluctance? We helped you out, guys. What we'll do, though, is we will... Can we do anything about this? We can justify a war goal on... Where are we going? Azerbaijan? I need 21 more political power and costs 125 days. This coup may be freaking broken in 125 days. Okay, do we improve relations with them? Oh, we can go. They like it, they like it, they like it. All right, here's what we will do. We will create a faction. Faction name is empty, that's fine. Will you join Sokka's awesome faction? The dawn of Sokka's awesome faction. Together we will never be defeated. All right, we want to join the war. All right, we are in, we are rocking, we are rolling, we are facing Iran. All right, boys. We want to move the front line. There. Delete. Will that get rid of the planning bonus? Maybe. Not sure. We need a front line here. And we need to push. No, not the C tile. Not the C tile. Alright, we'll edit. We'll push there. And then we will adjust the arrow. Yep, they're all set. All right, they're moving. Excellent. We still have our planning bonus, which is good. All right, troops are moving in. We're ready to go. We'll wait until everybody is ready, and then we will push in. The Sokka's Awesome faction. Expeditionary forces? Sure. All right, where are they? Let me look at my army. You guys. You're there. Click while holding shift to select multiple. You are now part of that front line. Why did you guys send me expeditionary forces? Shouldn't, unless you want me to be the war leader. Here, take our armies. So we're getting a nice big line. Some are suffering attrition. Cossack brigades. Looking at Tehran, their national unity is 80%. Tehran is going to be huge. That's going to be worth 10 victory points. You guys ready to go or what? Looks like they're moving through the mountains. And they're not strategically redeploying, and that's why this is taking so long. They could get to the front line like real quick. Goodbye, Italy. It's giving them time to mobilize as well. We want to make sure that we have everyone where they need to be. Once this mountain gets up here. All right, go. Go, go, go. Do we have our close air support? We do. Enemy air superiority. We're pushing in. What I want to do is sort of cut the country in half here and then push from west to east. We are moving in. They've got another unit to come up to reinforce. Yeah, looks like we're pressing.